Immediate messages from Spirit for Capricorns. Immediate messages from Spirit for Capricorns. Capricorns, your life is about to change. And maybe you feel this coming. Maybe you've been praying for this. Maybe you get this nudge. Maybe you've been seeing synchronicities. Potentially, you've been getting the same messages in your readings or throughout social media. But for your life to completely change, there must be some sort of ending. There must be some sort of ruin. You are at this completion. You're at a crossroads energy, Capricorn. It's time for you to surrender what no longer works so that you can be back in balance with your divine birthright. Capricorn, your ancestor spirit, God wants you to know first and foremost that you are divinely blessed and that your inheritance, your ancestor inheritance is abundance. It's truly abundant, it is being able to manifest and to nurture your finances or nurture your legacy. But once again, this message here immediately, Spirit wants you to know that you may need to let something go. Some things cannot come with you, and some things need to be sacrificed so that you can walk into this abundance. Maybe you've seen the vision. If you've seen the vision, it's time for you to walk with faith and not by sight. This change may be uncomfortable. It may not be easy to let these things go, especially if it's been a long time that you've been in this situation or with a person or having certain habits. But it's time for you to come clean and get comfortable knowing that as soon as you surrender, balance is being restored or you're back into your divine birthright. Capricorn, it seems like you've been locked out of what's yours or locked out of your own truths for some time, believing what others have placed on you, believing things that are not even in alignment with who you truly are. Potentially, you have been masking or living life under some sort of, indoctrinated mindset that is not, it's not who you are and it's not ideal to you and you feel it. So it feels like Capricorn, you've been going down this road for some time. You've hit the end of it and now it's not working, but it's not working for a very beautiful reason so that you can be blessed with what you deserve. Most important for you, Capricorn, is to know change is uncomfortable. It's not meant to be easy. But at the end of that, the only way out is through. And at the end of that change, you will be blessed with even more reward. So this is the time where you rely on the divine, rely on the spiritual wisdom, the ancestral wisdom, the sacred wisdom that is allotted to you so that you can move beyond the 3D and get back into your divine inheritance. Immediate messages for Capricorn. It's time for you to collaborate with spirit, with your ancestors, with your spiritual team, hand in hand. Time for you to walk hand in hand towards this new beginning. It's going to be uncomfortable at times, but it's also going to be rewarding at times. Make sure you're finding that balance, that equilibrium between the highs and the lows. But make sure you know why you are making these changes, that you want to be dedicated to making a reality that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel comfortable, that makes you feel proud, and that brings you to a lot of passage or brings you on a lot of paths that requires your courage. Capricorn, what you have been desiring is for you to be able to challenge yourself and prove yourself to yourself. The biggest thing that has been missing out of your life, Capricorn, is potentially a thrill. Maybe you've been bored for some time because you aren't living in your truth. You aren't daring, you aren't taking risks, you aren't investing in something that's going to bring you the reward that you want. It's time for you to come clean with what you truly want, Capricorn, and be honest and say, hey, maybe this is not for me. It's not fitting. Let's move on. Let's find something new. It won't be easy, right? But the change is going to be more rewarding. Time is an illusion. The more time you sit somewhere that's not for you, the more time you lock yourself or block yourself from receiving the truth and the abundance that you deserve. Capricorn, your ancestors really want to bless you. God really wants to bless you. Spirit really wants to bless you. You have to surrender. You're holding up or you're taking too much space. You're holding on to too much that doesn't serve you and is not in alignment with you. Yeah, it's time for you to negotiate with yourself to get back into your authority. What's holding you back? Who makes you doubt yourself? Who's holding you back? Who makes you most stressed? Who makes you doubt yourself? Who makes you feel belittled and less than, right? Where do you feel the most frustration in your life? That may be a clear telltale sign that you may need to sacrifice that. This message also could say, that it's time for you to also add innovation to things. Maybe you're not at a place where you have to completely let it go, but maybe before you decide that, right, you may need to add innovation. You may need to add some changes so that it can work for you. Make sure you're not so quick as well, Capricorn, to let something go immediately without actually working on it, without actually seeing the other side, without actually doing the research to see how it can work for you. It's time for you to think smart, Capricorns. Make sure you're not giving in or letting go of things without a fight. It's time for you to understand negotiation, to get really into your analytical side and realize that, your power is in facing challenges. Your power is in these deep thoughts. It's in really being analytical. It's that Saturn energy. Your power is in having challenges that other people may never ever have to face. Your power is, Capricorn, being an authority, being someone who is in power, who makes those tough decisions, who's able to sit there and be in conflicted emotions, but still decide to choose the option that's going to elevate them further beyond. You're in a place right now, Capricorn, that is literally perfect for you to become empowered and for you to change your life. And if you're thinking about the fact that you're in this crossroads or in this transition period, and you're thinking about it in a negative way, and you feel like it's life is happening to you and not for you, it's time for you to rethink yourself and get back into your power. And that's what Spirit is saying in this reading. Challenges are supposed to be a breeze for you, Capricorn. Maybe you have to go grow on that, right? Maybe you're not at that stage where you feel like these challenges or opportunities for you. Maybe you don't feel comfortable or confident, breaking down these walls and breaking down these challenges. But that's what Spirit is saying. Your birthright is that it's supposed to be easy. And if you've been locked out of that birthright, if you've been telling yourself or believing that you can't accomplish things, that you can't face these challenges, that you can't grow beyond certain things, this is the time where you prove it to yourself. This is about this chapter, this change in your life, Capricorn, is about no one else but you and your higher self, you and the you want to become, you and God, you and spirit, you and your ancestors. That is all that this is about. It's time to honestly, also they're saying it's time for you to release control. And that could also be saying, walking hand in hand with faith and releasing this stubborn viewpoint that you may have that you can't do something. It's time for you to release any sort of outdated belief system that's holding you back and keeping you in the past. It's time for you, Capricorn, to build this future, to build a legacy that you know that you deserve and that you know you can do. That's your birthright. It's time for you to claim your inheritance, Capricorn. It's time for you to accept it. It's time for you to literally walk through the gate, go through the portal, and decide that you want more, Capricorn. It's time. The gate is open. All you have to do is walk through, Capricorn. All you have to do is walk through. You just need to go through. It could be they're giving me the quote about going through the shadow of death, but I will fear no evil. That's what this feels like. Going through the shadow of death, going through these facing monsters, facing challenges, but you shall fear no evil. You are protected, Capricorn. You are divinely protected. Your ancestors are out here. They are on alert. They are not about to let you mess up or be hurt. You are in a very precious transition time that you are guarded, you are protected. It's time for you to fly, to soar, to take that leap of faith, to dedicate yourself back to your mission and to your divine birthright. Maybe you don't believe that you are this person, that you have this ability, that you are this conqueror, this authority figure. Maybe you don't believe that yet. But trust that your ancestors chose you. They chose you because they believe in you. And if you don't believe in you, at least believe in the signs that your ancestors been giving you. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of collective messages about abundance or inheritance, or collective messages about a change and growth and a rebirth. Maybe you feel like it doesn't resonate with you, but your spiritual team is knocking on the door, trying to get you to open and answer so that they can take over and help you fly through this portal and get to the reality that you are truly deserving of, and that is your birthright. It's really important, Capricorns, to don't get caught up in the 3D right now. Don't get caught up in your own doubt. It is okay to doubt change. It is okay to doubt transition. But most important, it is best for you to maintain faith and trust. And make sure you know the reasons why you want to let this go. That's going to bring you back into clarity. So every time you're doubting yourself, you're doubting this change. It's a little too stressful. It's a little too scary. It's a little too uncertain. Go back to your truth. Go back to what God has promised for you, what your ancestors have said and promised for you. Go back to those truths, and also go back to why you want to let this go. Don't be too afraid of the future that you want to stay in pain, that you want to stay in the past, that you want to stay in something that's not for you. Know your truth. It's going to be uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, you're going to where you deserve. Like I said, it won't be easy. Hold the vision, though. Hold the vision. That's what Spirit is saying. Hold the vision. Maybe they're saying, have a vision board. Literally, hold the vision. Hold the vision. Hold the vision of who you are about to be, of what's coming. Hold the vision that they gave you, that your ancestors gave you, that you may have saw in a dream. The possibility that you know is true, the things that's been placed on your spirit, on your heart. Hold the vision when things get tough. Hold on to it. This is the vision, being dedicated and having a life where you are fulfilled financially, emotionally, that you are comfortable, that you are literally, we got the emperor and the empress, that you are in your element, you are on your throne. You will not be forsaken, Capricorn. You will not be forsaken. It's time for you to take that leap of faith. It is time for you to take that leap of faith, Capricorn. It won't be easy. I promise it will be rewarding. And every time you've made a big change, every time you've tried something and you've been afraid, yeah, it's been a little stressful at times. Yeah, it will be. But every time you get rewarded. That's all the time I have for y'all today, Capricorn. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to y'all later.